Hello everyone, I'm Rinku Diman, working as an assistant professor in Electrical Engineering Department at RP IIT Technical and Medical Campus, Karnal. So today we'll discuss about the servo system. The servo system is related to our like some kind of moving load, or moving load can be our electrical motor. So here we will utilize the servo motor. Basically, the servo motor is nothing but a universal motor which will work on both AC and DC always. So the system will can classify now AC servo system as well as DC servo system. So in further slide, we will discuss the generalized block diagram of the servo system. What are the main component of servo system we will discuss. Then we will finally conclude the difference of our AC servo system and DC servo system. So servo system basically can be defined as an automatic feedback control system working on error signal, giving the output as the mechanical position, velocity and acceleration. So basically it will work on the error signal as an our input for the control action taking place. So the output will given in terms of mechanical position, okay, and velocity and acceleration, we can say that. So we will take the error signal from some kind of component, like there can be a voltage divider over there, right? So in electrical servo system we're talking about. So we will take the output from that particular error detector, then we'll fed to that our servo system, and then we'll fed finally to our load. So depending upon servo system output, our load will be operate. So servo system is one type of feedback control system in which control variable is the mechanical load position and its time derivative like velocity and acceleration. So these are the two component we will consider as a control variable being a feedback control system in the servo system. So here is the block diagram for servo system. We can say we are here with the input, right, and here with the output, and this is our feedback elements as we are feeding the output as the feedback element to error detector. So this is the error detector which compare our input and output, and based on that comparison we will get a signal, error signal over here, right? So that error signal should be amplified. Suppose the magnitude of this error signal is very low, okay, and the servo meter accept the high magnitude value of or the signal, so we will amplify that signal, okay. The amplify means we can condition the signal over here, either it is a noise content signal, interfered signal, right? So or the low power signal is converted to high power signal. Then finally we'll get the amplified signal over here, and that is fed to our servo motor. So now the servo motor can be AC or DC, and depending upon our load, if load is AC, then we will use the AC servo meter over here, and that will fed directly to our load. And if the load is DC, then we will use over here like a DC function of the servo motor, and that is operate our load basically. So finally we'll get the output is fed to our error detector, and this process will take place until that time the load is match our input supply, we can say, okay, or the desired output we will get, or desired speed of the load we will get. So this is the feedback control servo meter. So as the output of the servo meter is the basically speed rotation, we can say, so our load will also moving, we can moving component kind of, we can say. So servo motor speed will give accelerate, either accelerate this load or give some velocity this load. So simply we can say that our servo system is nothing but a mechanical or velocity acceleration feedback component based servo system. So there's the two kind of servo system, basically AC servo system and DC servo system. So AC servo system have efficiency is low and DC servo system efficiency is high, because in AC servo system we always utilize the passive elements, okay. So low power output in the AC servo system, DC servo system is high power, because we can say that losses in AC servo system is high in comparison to DC servo system. So always the losses will be less, the high output power will be there. Less maintenance required in AC servo system, and DC servo system require frequently maintenance, because it is including the further more component over there, okay. And then less stability problem in AC servo system and more stability in DC servo system. There is a smooth operation of AC servo system. In DC servo system, sometimes includes the noisy operations. Okay, so due to some additional components, so they may be sensitive to environmental conditions, so they will produce a noise as well. So vibration kind of load we can say. So AC servo system has non-linear characteristic and DC servo system has linear characteristics. So non-linear and linear mean to over here in AC servo system, our output of the servo system is not directly proportional to our load position changing, but in this the behavior will be linear. Thank you very much. This is all about the servo system. Please stay tuned with us for more videos on the control system in servo systems. Please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.